Oh my God.
Herman! Prepare for an unprecedented two-night crossover event of all three Chicago teams. In the face of crisis, they'll unearth a mystery.
She's dying from an overdose of chemo. She never had cancer.
That leads to one dangerous twist after another.
Give me your hand so I can pull you up. Casey. Casey!
3 shows, 2 nights, 1 Chicago, starting January 5th on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Bernie Sanders drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. It is a story that we brought you first right here on NewsCenter1. A tribal police officer charged last year with assault after a viral video showed her allegedly repeatedly tasering an unresponsive Native man in Manderson. Now a federal jury has acquitted Becca Sutherland of all charges in that case. This video allegedly shows 33-year-old officer Rebecca Sutherland tasering Jeff Eaglebull in August of 2014 as he was drunk and lying on the ground. Witnesses shot that video by cell phone and posted it online, garnering nationwide attention in the midst of a debate over police brutality. Soon after that incident, Sutherland was fired from the Oglala Sioux Tribal Police Force. She was charged with assault with a dangerous weapon. In the trial this week, the prosecution contended Jeff Eaglebull was so intoxicated he had no ability to respond to Sutherland's commands to get up and get into her patrol car. Sutherland's attorneys during that trial arguing that Eaglebull was playing possum to avoid being taken to jail. Native Americans say it's yet another case where justice has not been served in the interests of a Native victim. The House of Representatives passing a bill that would tighten controls on visa-free travel to America. That new legislation taking aim at the visa waiver program, which allows citizens of 38 countries to travel to the United States without a visa for up to 90 days. Now anyone who's been in Iraq or Syria in the previous 5 years will have to obtain a visa in order to get into the States. Countries in the visa waiver program will also be required to share information on extremists with the United States. They will face expulsion from the program if they don't comply. U.S. Representative Kristi Noem calls the bill a common-sense change that will make significant security upgrade. The new bill is reportedly backed by the White House. That bill coming as leaders worldwide are condemning presidential candidate Donald Trump for harsh rhetoric, or what they consider harsh rhetoric, against Muslims. His own party calling for him to drop out of the race. Legal experts believe that Trump's proposal to ban Muslims from entry into the United States is unconstitutional, and it certainly echoes a dark and shameful chapter of our nation's past. Our report tonight from NBC's Katie Tur.
On the USS Yorktown last night, voters were looking for a commander-in-chief who will keep them safe. And Donald Trump played to their fears.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
Trump fanning the flames again this morning and explaining that customs agents would determine who can come in and who can't.
They would say, "Are you Muslim?"
And if they said yes, they would not be allowed in the country.
That's correct.
Trump adding Muslim Americans, Muslim athletes, and Muslim foreign leaders would be allowed in, while others, including tourists, would not. And today, near universal condemnation from his opponents.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
It's not about the blowhards out there just saying stuff. That's not a program. That's not a plan.
One notable exception, Ted Cruz.
I commend Donald Trump for standing up and focusing America's attention on the need to secure our borders.
The plan, simply put by Trump, is simply unconstitutional, according to experts.
Anyone who has read the Constitution, has studied the Constitution, understands our history, knows that it is not permissible for the government to take sides between religions.
And despite the outcry, Trump's supporters around the country stood by their billionaire.
I think there has to be something put in place. I don't know if it's a complete ban.
Definitely to keep the bad ones out would be great.
For all their fears, Muslim Americans say they fear becoming a target.
How could you say that I'm not allowed to come in here? Well, I was born here, okay, raised here. My friend is Mike, Johnny, Tony.
Taib Rashid is a Muslim and former U.S. Marine who recently tweeted Trump a picture of his military ID card.
We care about America just as much as anybody else here, and we are willing to fight and bleed and die for America.
His tweet was shared tens of thousands of times. Katie Tur, NBC News, New York.
Defense experts say that Trump's rhetoric plays right into ISIS strategy, driving the Muslim community into the shadows. There is not, however, unanimous approval and opinion on that matter, as some say that constitutional rights do not apply to people who are not U.S. citizens. The South Dakota Supreme Court has affirmed the conviction and sentence of a Hot Springs man accused of killing his mother and hiding her body 4 years ago. During his trial last year in Rapid City, 30-year-old Matthew Tornquist was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility for parole. Then after a jury found him guilty of first-degree murder. Authorities say that Tornquist killed 56-year-old Catherine Tornquist in October 2011 in Fall River County, stole money from her, and hid her body. The woman's body has not been found despite over 50 searches. South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley saying authorities will continue to pursue any leads in hopes of finding her body. Today, Rapid City once again honoring a firefighter who lost his life in the call of duty this summer. Engine Captain David Rule served in the Mystic Ranger District on the Black Hills National Forest. He died while on temporary assignment responding to the frog fire in the Modoc National Forest in the state of California. In honor and remembrance of Rule, today the Rapid City Fire Department presenting a banner to the Mystic Ranger District from the International Association of Fire Chiefs. Mystic Fire also presenting a Dave Rule Firefighter of the Year award to Corey Fisher in recognition of his superior performance and contributions to the Black Hills National Forest Fire Program. South Dakota Governor Dennis Daugaard talking money today. The governor outlining his key priorities for the $4.8 billion budget this afternoon. One of the changes Daugaard proposes involves the expansion of Medicaid, something the governor says he has been reluctant to support in years past because of the cost. Daugaard now saying the state's cost would have to be covered by savings to move forward. He says the plan will benefit Medicaid providers, improve reimbursement rates, and help close to 55,000 South Dakotans, including the state's Native American population.
I know some of you are not excited about expanding Medicaid, and I still share some of your thoughts. It bothers me that some people who can work will become more dependent on government. I hate that. I hate dependency. But we have to remember the single parent with 3 children. Between work and child care, a parent in that situation sometimes can't work enough hours to get insurance. They simply can't pay for it. They can't exceed the poverty line, and they can't get subsidized coverage. They just can't insure themselves at all. We also have to remember our Native American citizens whose forefathers were given a promise by our federal government. If a Native American who's Medicaid eligible seeks care, the Medicaid program covers that care, and if it's provided through Indian Health Services, Medicaid is reimbursed 100% from the federal government.
The governor also outlining his plans for education in South Dakota, which includes new state aid to raise teacher pay and a tuition freeze for college students. Daugaard says he'll go more in-depth with those plans during a State of the State address preceding the start of the legislative session, but he is taking into consideration the recommendations made by the Blue Ribbon Task Force on Education.
The Blue Ribbon Task Force was not created to write a report that will occupy shelf space at the state archives. The public expects us to be bold and to make real progress this year, and I look forward to continuing that discussion in my State of the State and in the coming legislative session.
Governor Daugaard says he is proposing an ambitious budget since the state is bolstered by better than expected revenue. Wage negotiations between Rapid City School District leaders and support services employees breaking down. The local Teamsters Union recently announcing that due to a lack of supportive membership, it would no longer represent employees at the negotiating table. They include custodians, maintenance staff, bus drivers, warehouse workers, grounds workers, security personnel, mechanics, laundry staff, and print shop workers. Without a union to bargain on their behalf, some affected employees are uncertain what will happen. School board member Jim Hansen says he'll continue dealing with support services employees as a group. Wages not the only concern for area schools. The search continuing as well for the Rapid City's next superintendent of schools. Earlier this fall, a search firm, McPherson and Jacobson, was hired to help select superintendent candidates for the Board of Education to review. The firm has hosted 2 community input meetings and generated surveys asking community members about qualities they would like to see in Rapid City's next school superintendent. Through those surveys, members of the community say they want the new superintendent to help improve morale and tackle the serious budget issues facing our schools. There are 6 groups comprised of Rapid City area school staff and administration, students, parents, and business members who will be conducting interviews for that position. Those interviews will take place January 26th through the 29th. People who do not have health insurance are being issued an alert today. The penalty for not selecting health insurance through the Affordable Care Act, more commonly known as Obamacare, is more expensive this year. The deadline to sign up for coverage in 2016 is the end of the year. And in addition to paying a penalty on your taxes, there will be no extension beyond the January 31st deadline like last year. For 2016, the tax penalty will increase to $695 or 2.5% of your income, whichever is higher. Last year, the tax penalty was $325 per person or 2% of your income. People needing to enroll should log on to healthcare.gov to check premiums. Again, that deadline is January 31st. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And there you see the numbers. The Dow in fall today, partly as a result of a decline on the crude oil market that's been happening ever since OPEC decided not to raise their production thresholds. And you see the impact on both the energy sector and the financials playing out in the wider spectrum as well. Down 163 points, 17,568. NASDAQ Composite dropping 4 to 5,098. The S&P down 13 to 2064. And gold is down $1 and a dime to $1,074.10 on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us now with a look at weather. Things going in the opposite direction. Temperatures.
Temperatures are going in the opposite direction. They're going up. And as a matter of fact, Merry Christmas, everybody out there. Tomorrow is my present to the entire city of Rapid City. Merry Christmas. Don't say I never gave you anything, because tomorrow's going to be one of those just gorgeous, gorgeous days. One of those days you want to lock in your memory. Get out and enjoy it. All right, take a look at some of the high temperatures today. In the 50s all across the Black Hills. 39 is normal, high temperature. Normal for this time of year. This is December the 7th, folks, and we're seeing temperatures in the 50s. Forget that. We'll have temperatures in the 60s tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. Another gorgeous day for everybody to enjoy.
All right. On the 9th of December, can't do much better than that.
No.
That's pretty good stuff. We'll get more details coming up in Bob's full forecast in just a bit. We are back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
Attention ranchers, farmers, and small businesses. The Ram commercial truck season is here. Save big on trucks and vans customizable to fit your every business need. Like 2015 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cabs, now with 0% financing for 75 months, plus $6,000 in total values. Or Ram Heavy Duty Crew Cabs, now with up to $4,000 in total values. Plus, as a small business, you can qualify for up to $1,500 of on-the-job incentives. Now's the time to help your bottom line. See your local Ram dealer today.
It's true. Arby's new steak fajita flatbreads don't come on a sizzling platter, but they do come on a flatbread, which, if you think about it, is much better to eat. Arby's, we have the meats.
You've certainly put in the effort. You started from scratch and have made something that you want to see last well into the future. Maybe someday you'll call it a legacy. But for now, you've just got to get the bread out, the door open, and the bills paid. Having someone at your side who understands where you've been and where you want to go can make all the difference. Small business success? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
Gifts you won't find anywhere else. Take a lesson from the world's most experienced gift giver. Shop Prairie Edge.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
The service department at Herschutz is the finest I've ever dealt with.
The best service I have ever experienced from any dealer.
We found your company is friendlier and easier to deal with than others we visited.
Above and beyond service.
I like the people, I like the service, and I would come back in a heartbeat.
It's true. The best advertising is a happy customer, and after 105 years, we do have a lot of them. Hers Resistance, I-90 and Exit 30. Don't drive by, drive in.
The holiday season means celebrating with family and friends, and that's exactly what the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization is doing tonight. It is their annual holiday party for the Bigs and Littles, the mentorship program serving a variety of children in our community. Right now, there are about 10 young ladies on the waiting list and almost 50 boys. If you're interested in becoming a member, you can call 343-1488. Mentors are always needed. Also celebrating the holiday tonight, the Rapid City Area Chamber of Commerce hosting their annual Community Christmas Mixer this evening at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. The annual mixer is a kickoff to the holiday season. Monthly mixers are hosted to provide the area business community access to networking opportunities. Tonight's event featuring food, drinks, and a $500 drawing. With the fluctuating temperatures in the Black Hills, winterizing your vehicle is extremely important. The lull in the cold and snow means that now is the perfect time to prepare. Coolant levels should be full, clean, and able to withstand negative 35-degree temperatures. Fully inflated tires and routine maintenance are all key components to keeping your car prepared for the snap of winter cold.
Good winter tire is really important. They're made up of a different rubber compound than your average all-season tires. They stay soft and pliable. Really helps the traction a lot, especially here in the hills where it can go from 60 degrees to below zero in a day. So having a good set of winter tires makes a huge difference.
Again, with the mild weather among us, now is the perfect time to service your car and get it ready for snowy conditions. But for now, our winter wonderland has turned into a melting slush pile in some places, mostly just that unrelenting shade of winter brown that we see that's plaguing the Black Hills currently. Bob Bergue has your complete forecast, some warming temperatures to at least give us a bright ribbon to go around that. He's called it his Christmas gift to the region, and he lays it out. The warmest day of the spring coming up in his forecast after the break.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
I believe in not just doing it yourself,
but doing it right.
I believe in paint and primer in one.
And coverage that covers.
I believe a smooth, durable finish isn't a luxury. It's a promise.
I believe nobody can paint this room better than me.
Which is why I believe.
I believe.
I believe in Pittsburgh Paints.
Don't just do it yourself, do it right. Pittsburgh Paints Grand Distinction. The best paint you'll ever buy or your money back. Guaranteed. Exclusively at Menards.
Want the thrill of short course in your own backyard? Well, grab it. Introducing the ECX Torment Short Course Truck. Affordable and easy to run for beginners. Hobby-grade durability. And dirt-eating speed for the top drivers. Do you have what it takes? The ECX Torment from Horizon Hobby. Serious fun.
Check out the great selection at Who's Hobby House, Main Street, Rapid City.
Rushmore Honda has moved to our new location, and we're celebrating Happy Honda Days with huge markdowns on over 180 new Hondas available, like over 50 new CR-Vs. Lease a 15 CR-V LX all-wheel drive, just $199 a month. Lease a 15 Civic LX, $101 a month, or a 15 Accord, $199 a month. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda during our grand opening at our new location off I-90, exit 60 on East Mall Drive, and always online at RushmoreHonda.com.
Getting a great price on a better night's sleep at Denver Mattress just got even better. Rest easy on our American-made nuts and bolts mattress with sturdy innerspring support system and plush softness for ultimate comfort. It's only $199. Now at Denver Mattress, America's largest factory direct retailer.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Bergue.
We're going to start off with the weather almanac. 57, the high temperature today. That is about 5 degrees below the record set in 1984 of 62. 38 is normal, so you know, put pencil to paper and figure out how high above normal we were today. 38 the low, also well above normal of 14. No moisture today, 7:14, sun up, 4:14, the sun will be going down. We have clear skies overhead at the present. Oh, no, we don't. We got some clouds now moving in, 37. And winds are light out of the east, but we had some gustiness this afternoon, and we'll show you that in a little bit. But first, let's look at some of the high temperatures around the country. In the 70s down over the southern plains, and 50s and 60s in the central and northern plains. 39, though, in Fargo, 42 Minneapolis, 61 Louisville, 47 in the Iron City, Pittsburgh, 61 Billings, 57 over there in Salt Lake City. Here's the satellite radar, a little 6-hour movie just showing what's happened over the past now. Got some showers over Wisconsin moving into the Great Lakes area. Let me see, anything going out east? Nothing. Mostly quiet over there. The Plain States, rather quiet. We have some shower activity over the Pacific Northwest. Those folks have been dealing with some flooding conditions, mudslides. It's been raining there for 3 or 4 days now. It looks like it's going to continue to rain for another couple of days. So they're dealing with quite a bit of flooding conditions over there. The rest of the country is dry, as you can see. Let's bring up the future satellite radar. And tomorrow, high pressure, again, pretty well in control of the Plain States. We'll have plenty of sunshine. Temperatures in the 60s tomorrow. We're going for 63 out at the airport. Some communities may be a little bit warmer than that. And then this cool front right here, we'll keep an eye on that. This is 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. And this cool front's going to work its way across Montana, Wyoming, whoop, right across the northern plains rather quickly. And we expect that to trigger a few little showers, a few little passing showers tomorrow evening. Certainly should bring us some cooler temperatures, but still well above normal on Thursday. And then these temperatures will continue to drop Friday through the weekend. We expect to see these temperatures downtrend. And there's a possibility of a little bit of snow on Friday as well. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow, here we go again, 2 p.m., plenty of sunshine, warm day, and then the front will work its way across. Prior to the arrival of the front, you can see some shower activity around the Black Hills. What time is this? This is 2:30 or 10:30 tomorrow evening, and maybe a little bit of flurry activity up in the higher elevations. But everything clears out rather quickly. And then Thursday, 2 p.m., maybe some higher clouds, but the temperatures again around 50 degrees. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those temperatures will begin to drop down. As I said, some gustiness this afternoon. Here you go, 35 mile per hour in Faith, 33 in Phillip. Custer, 35 mile per hour wind gust. So another breezy day. And when that front comes through tomorrow evening, that's going to bring the winds back. We're expecting some stronger winds as well. High temperatures, there they are. We see them in the 50s over West River, and looks like high temperatures in the lower 40s all up and down the eastern tier of counties. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills. 59 Spearfish, 53 Custer, 63 in Pine Ridge. This is for this warm day tomorrow. 62 Sturgis, 61 Belle Fourche. Hot Springs, 64 degrees. 38 tonight, partly cloudy, breezy, some pleasant temperatures. And tomorrow, we're going to get it up in the 60s, folks. Enjoy the day. 63, mostly sunny. Yes, it is December. Winds out of the southwest 5 to 15. Then the front comes through with that low pressure area. That's going to increase our winds out of the northwest. 20 to 30 gusts, 40. 38 the expected over that low temperature under partly cloudy skies. And we'll see some of those passing rain showers around 10 p.m. tomorrow evening. They won't stay with us very long, so don't expect much moisture from it. 50 degrees on Thursday, 40 on Friday. And you can see these temperatures cooling off around 40 degrees Saturday, Sunday. And possibly a little bit of snow on Friday and another chance for some light snow on Tuesday. We'll keep an eye on those for you. ClickPickDeals.com. Receive a $75 teeth whitening session for just $29. That's 60% off. So another gorgeous day. My present to you folks for tomorrow.
Boy, I guess.
Yeah,
thank you,
really
Bob.
Nice.
Still to come right here, the Rapid City Stevens boys basketball team set to begin a new season with a brand new head coach. Plus, the Rapid City Rush open a 3-game homestand on home ice by taking on the Wichita Thunder. Justin has all the highlights coming up next in NewsCenter1 Sports.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 9th.
'Twas the night before Christmas for old St. Nick. He'd run out of presents and needed some quick. Where could he get them all in one stop? I'll head down to Shields to play and to shop. He grabbed his cart and checked off his list, making sure there was nothing he'd missed. Flying around, he grabbed all in sight, knowing it had to be delivered that night. He'd gotten a gift for every girl and boy. Gift happiness, feel joy. Merry Christmas from Shields.
See your world from a whole new perspective with the Chroma Camera Drone. It comes with everything you need, including a stabilized HD camera and rechargeable battery that delivers up to 30 minutes of flying time. Exclusive Safe Plus technology makes it easy to fly, too. You'll look like a pro the first time you take the controls. Discover how amazing life looks from a higher altitude. Check out the Chroma at your local retailer today.
715 Main Street, downtown Rapid City.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The redesigned Accord with multi-angle rearview camera standard. Hurry into the Happy Honda Days sales event and you could get a great deal on KBB.com's best value brand. Now at your Honda dealer.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 9th.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
Although the names and faces on the Rapid City Stevens boys basketball team have changed, the goals have not. The Raiders are hoping to return to the state tournament for the 3rd year in a row. Last year, the Stevens Raiders lost to Sioux Falls O'Gorman to finish in 4th place at the state AA tournament. However, the Raiders have several holes to fill after losing 6 seniors to graduation, including Sam McLeod, Wyatt Ostis, and J.J. Cunningham. This season, Stevens will be led by point guard Mason Archambault, who averaged 10 points per game last year. Overall, first-year head coach Chris Stabner says his team will try and use speed and shooting ability to make up for the lack of size.
I mean, we're going to have to get up and down. We're going to have to create turnovers, create offense out of our defense. Like I said, for us to get in a half-court grinded-out game is not going to be beneficial for us. And we've got some great shooters, so we're going to shoot the basketball. And if it's going in, we'll be in good shape. If we're off, we're going to have to find other ways to score.
And the Raiders open the season this Friday on the road against Sioux Falls, Washington. Stevens will then face defending state AA champion Sioux Falls Lincoln on Saturday afternoon. Well, the high school boys basketball preseason polls were released today. Sioux Falls O'Gorman is the favorite to win the Class AA title. Also, Aberdeen Roncalli is ranked #1 in Class A. Winner is tied for 2nd with Del Rapids, and St. Thomas More is ranked 4th. In Class B, Langford is the top-ranked team, and White River rounds out the top 5. Meanwhile, on the girls' side, the 3 state defending champions are the top-ranked teams in each of their respective classes. That is Sioux Falls, Washington, St. Thomas More, and Ethan. Well, the girls' high school basketball season tipped off tonight. St. Thomas More opened the new year with a convincing win over Hot Springs, 59-12. Plus, it was Lemon over Harding County in a close contest, 48-46. In other action, Newell outlasted Rapid City Christian by 6, 50-44, and Jones County knocked off New Underwood, a final score 43-40 in overtime. Elsewhere, Bennett County falls to Todd County this evening in girls basketball. Also, Pine Ridge kicked off the new season with a 62-54 win over St. Francis Indian. Well, after falling to the Allen Americans last Friday for the 3rd time this season, the Rapid City Rush begin their 3-game homestand tonight by hosting the Wichita Thunder. The game featured 2 teams heading in the opposite direction. The Rush have won 5 out of their last 7 games, while the Thunder have dropped 3 straight. And tonight was the first of only 3 meetings between these 2 teams this season. Early on in this one, Wichita in transition. Mason Baptista passes it to Michael Neal, who skates in and beats Merrick Langhammer, and the Thunder score first with 16-13 left in the opening period. Back the other way we go now. The Rush looking for the equalizer. Cody Ferrio and Winston Daychief both try to punch this one in, but somehow David Shantz keeps this one out of the net for Wichita. Later on now, Eric Springer Fires from the slot, but Langhammer covers this one up. One of 24 saves on the night for Langhammer. Then the Thunder turn it over, and this one proves to be a costly turnover. Daychief to Ferrio for his 5th goal of the season. It was tied at 1 after the first period, but the Rush go on to win this one by a final score of 7-2. And finally, in the NBA this evening, the Golden State Warriors were looking to improve to 23-0 on the season as they played the Indiana Pacers. In the second quarter, Klay Thompson knocks down the three-pointer. He had 29 in the first half alone as the Warriors led 79-60 at the break. More of the same in the second half now. Steph Curry to Andrew Bogut, who throws this one down. By the way, Curry scored 29 points tonight, and the Warriors stay perfect. They win this one by a final score of 131-123. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back in a moment.
Dear future, sailed through that diaper stage, learned to walk, and I'm reading like a 3rd grader. But now it's time to go out into the world. And from what I hear, it's not all toys and games out there. Will you look out for me, future? You can ride my new bike.
With dual enrollment at WDT, you earn college and high school credit at the same time. And right now, dual enrollment classes are offered at a free or reduced rate and come with free books.
WDT allows you to cover the basics before you even get into your college courses.
The more you take, the less you have to do in the future.
Save time and money. Choose from over 350 classes, including transferable generals. Log on to wdt.edu to learn more. Get started today. Visit wdt.edu.
This holiday, Ford, America's best-selling brand, is giving you more. It's the Ford Holiday Sales Event, featuring 0% financing for 60 months on the Built Ford Tough 2015 F-150 and Super Duty. That's big savings on the best-selling trucks for 38 years straight. Legendary toughness. It's the best gift ever. Now during the Ford Holiday Sales Event, get 0 for 60 or up to $10,021 total savings plus no payments for 90 days on Built Ford Tough trucks. Only at your local Ford stores.
Gifts you won't find anywhere else. Take a lesson from the world's most experienced gift giver. Shop Prairie Edge.
So the Rush back on home ice.
They're back.
What's the state of the Rush Nation?
You know, it was a convincing win tonight, 7-2. Yep. So they're now tied with Utah for the top of the West Division. So they're looking good. Now they will host Quad City this Friday and Saturday night.
The Mallards.
The Mallards. And the Mallards, they're leading their division as well, so it should be a couple of good games coming up this weekend.
Attendance good? 3,000 maybe?
Yeah, it was up around that mark again tonight.
Great, yeah.
I mean, it should be even better this weekend. So
get out and support. Make sure that if anything's important in sports, we know that home venue,
ice,
home ice advantage. You got to make sure that that's a decisive advantage in favor of the home team. So hopefully everybody gets out there and enjoys some good hockey.
Let's enjoy the weather too. Tomorrow it's going to be beautiful. 63, plenty of sunshine. 50 on Thursday. Things begin to cool off a little bit going through the weekend. Maybe a little bit of light snow. Nothing significant on Friday, and again on Tuesday.
Yeah, after tomorrow, that's going to be about the only indoor ice you're going to find. Have a good night.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 9th.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
The best dealership in the hills.
I really appreciate the lack of high-pressure sales tactics. Purchasing from Hirschroods was easy.
I appreciated the respect they gave me by walking me through all the features of my new car, the service requirements, and the complete warranty.
After visiting half a dozen dealerships, we liked you guys the best.
They say your best advertising is a happy customer, and after 105 years, we do have a lot of them. Hers Roots and Sturgis, I-90 and Exit 30. Don't drive by, drive in.
Go ahead. Be bold. At Pita Pit, we believe that fresher ingredients result in a better taste. Come down and get a little crazy and choose from the largest choice of combinations of veggies, cheeses, meats, and sauces anywhere. Try something a little different, and don't worry, our friendly staff will be right there with you the whole way. Have a big event? We cater. Give us a call and we can make our famous pita platters that will satisfy the biggest party. Fresher thinking, healthy eating at Pita Pit, 725 Main Street.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends December 9th.